I rise tonight to acknowledge and remember nationally renowned Tasmanian artist and educator Gay Hawkes. Gay dedicated her life to sharing creative pursuits and products and pioneered the way for many artists across a long and renowned career. Gay passed away last week and will be missed by many. And on behalf of the Greens, I offer my condolences to family, friends and all who knew her. Gay was raised in Burnie and studied humanities before enrolling in the Tasmanian School of Art, where she studied fine art in 1979 and 1980. Best known for her furniture, which she started making at the age of 39, she was also proficient in other mediums, and her creativity extended to painting, music and poetry. Describing herself as having maker's hands, not banker's hands, she saw herself perfectly suited to furniture, and she created an artistic niche by working solely from found materials. On the challenge of an art teacher, she took to wood as the medium of choice. Through this medium, she thrived and never stopped creating, quickly cementing herself in the art world, both nationally and internationally. Gay lived in Melbourne in the 1980s and early 1990s, gaining more and more recognition and travelling to participate in national art residencies. She worked in Ireland, Norway, Republic of Georgia, Armenia and New Zealand, finding all her materials locally at the places she worked. Across this period, Gay's standing grew, with representation in reputable galleries and invitations to exhibit in major art festivals. Her works have been much sought after, and some are now held in institutions including the National Gallery of Australia, the Australian Parliament House Collection and the Australian War Memorial Art Collection. When Gay moved back to Tasmania, she settled in Dunalley, claiming it as, I quote, a terrible thing being stuck with Tasmania for the term of your natural life. When she was asked in an interview what Tasmania meant to her work, her son has echoed this sentiment, saying, when you're born in Tassie, there's a magnet put in your heart. And I think that's something we can all relate to as Tasmanians. In Dunalley, Gay purchased a 100-year-old boat shed and turned it into a community hub, dubbing it as the Dunalley Children's Chair Factory. The boat shed held fashion shows, performances, children's furniture making, workshops and celebrations for the duration of her time in it. My wife remembers fondly as a slightly lonely new mother living out of town at Brim Creek, travelling to Dunalley and sitting on the water's edge near the boat shed with our young daughter, listening to someone play the piano in the boat shed as the waters lapped against the shore. It was Gay. But there was genuine terror in Tasmania for Gay. In the 2013 Dunalley bushfires, Gay lost everything: her precious boat shed and house and everything in them, her journals, her life's work and the tools she used to create it. While Gay showed her resilience and determination after the fire, setting about building enough furniture to fill a home, a house was out of reach due to insurance issues and the rise of house prices. She persisted with art, living and working in a small shed, but never got the home she deserved in which to install those pieces. Ultimately, she did have enough work to fill an exhibition, aptly and ironically dubbed the House of Longing. In the wake of the bushfire disaster, the art community pulled together and compiled a major retrospective exhibition at TMAG in 2022, a collection of Gay's work from collections across the country and around the world. It was an apt celebration for a much-loved and much-admired inspiration in the creative scene in Tasmania. One of a kind, I'll leave you with one of Gay's no-nonsense statements re art and purpose on being challenged about the function of her works. She said, and I quote, "Somebody once said to me when she'd commissioned a chair, she said, 'Well, it's not that comfortable.' And I said, 'Well, go to Myers and buy a big, bloody, squashy thing and you'll be comfortable. But if you want a chair from me, you'll get something you can look at.'" A celebration of Gay's life will be held in the Dunalley Community Hall on October 5th. Vale Gay, thank you for all you've brought to the Tasmanian art scene and the community and the world, and our thoughts are with you and your family.
Thank you, Mr. Bayley.